Hi everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another monthly budget report card where we take a look at last month and see how did we do based on what we originally budgeted at the beginning of the month. So everything you can see here, green means we were better than budget, red means we were worse than budget, white means we were right on budget, and blue is for a undecided factor here. We're going to jump in, we're going to go through this a little fast. Following the weekly budget with me videos, then you kind of already have a heads up of what these are going to look like, but you may not know what the final numbers were because we still had a week to finish out for the month. So originally we had budgeted for my husband's work his base pay of $17 an hour for 48 a week, so that was $27.20, and that's what he got, so right on budget. We originally did not budget any overtime because we were not sure. They said that they were taking away overtime for a little while, but we didn't know for how long. So you can see they had 2 weeks without overtime, and then they were gradually bringing it back. So he actually brought over $612 worth of overtime, so that's green. That was better than budget. Myself, I had estimated that I would be bringing over about $191.73. For those of you who do not know, I am primarily a stay-at-home mom. That is my #1 priority. That's my role in the family, is to take care of the household, and I have 2 daughters. I also try to do something self-employment part-time, and I like to say very part-time. One of them is running my YouTube channel. The other one is I recently started a career as a travel agent, so I'm still kind of just getting everything going with that. I know that will grow and it will take time, but I'm excited and I'm still plugging away at it. And the last thing is I had started picking up some hours with Instacart, which is delivering groceries for people. So that I originally wanted to try to get about 20 hours a week. That's not happening. I was lucky if I got maybe 10 hours on Sunday. So I'm still shooting for about 10 hours on Sunday. For December, I had very few hours with Instacart. Their holiday hours were really low. So that's why I had, estimated it kind of low. Also, for those of you who may not know, my husband's in the construction industry. He is a pipe fitter apprentice. So he's learning on the job, as well as they're paying for his school where he has to go every Wednesday to take exams. It's about a 4-year program. They've been going at it for maybe a half a year or so. So we'll see how long it takes them to actually finish it and how that works out. So in case you guys are wondering what it is that we do and what our income comes from. Myself, because it is a self-employment business type income, I do keep those finances separate from our personal income, and that is mostly for tax purposes, accounting purposes, and all of that stuff. So I get paid, our personal budget gets paid half of whatever the business makes. So that's what this number is. So I actually ended up bringing over $773.34. So I had a lot better of a month than I originally budgeted. Giving savings. So this is not income, but this is money that we drew out of our savings account specifically to pay for Christmas. We originally didn't budget for this, so I put it blue because it was in the savings account specifically for Christmas. I just wasn't sure, so I put it at blue. So we used the $160.17 that was already in there. Cash back and interest. We got cash back from our Discover card of $16.66, and then our savings account got $4.61. So that was $21.27. It's green because we didn't originally budget for that amount. And then gifts, we actually got some money from friends and family for Christmas. That was totally unexpected but very appreciated of it, very much so. So over here we do for 2019 we are contributing 3% before taxes to my husband's 401k. We originally thought it was going to be $81.60, and it actually was $99.96. So that was better. We were able to invest a little bit more. We are bumping that up though to 5% for 2019 if you followed our last few budgets. Federal taxes, we had estimated 0. We actually ended up spending, we were taxed $19.17, so that was worse than what we originally budgeted. Arizona state tax, we originally estimated $47.48. It was actually $58.18, so that was worse than we budgeted. Medicare, we budgeted $39.44. It actually ended up being $48.32. So again, that's in the red. And then Social Security, we budgeted $168.64, and we actually got taxed, $206.59. So these are all in the red. Obviously, my husband made more money, so you pay more in taxes. So it could be another one of those things where it's not necessarily something that we went over on budget. It's just that's the way it worked out. Our emergency fund, we originally thought we were only going to be able to add 150. We were able to add 300 to that, so that's in the green. My husband, we budgeted 100. He actually got 200. I put this green because 100 of that was from the Christmas money, so it was kind of like an added bonus that he was able to spend. So again, I could have made it blue. It's one of those up in the air ones. Now giving, we originally budgeted $149.13 for Christmas and everything, and we actually ended up, we were able to give gift cards and presents to a lot more people than we originally thought we were going to be able to do. So we did $642.35. So that's in the green because to us, if we're able to give more, that is a positive thing. Going down to our necessities, our mortgage is $1,128.98. That's what we spent, so that was right on budget. Our extra principal payment, we said we were going to put $152.28, which is what we did, so that's white because we were right on budget. Groceries, we budgeted $320, we spent $320, so right on budget. Personal care, we didn't budget anything, and we actually ended up spending $514.77. I mentioned this. I actually went to the dentist and I had all 4 of my teeth done, which are just basically replacing 2 fillings and getting 2 fillings, along with a few other things. So this was in the red because we were way over on there, but it was money well spent. Household, again, we budgeted 0, and we actually ended up spending $36.68, so we were over budget on that. Cell phone, my husband's cell phone's $35. We were right on budget with $35. The electricity, we budgeted $45, and it actually ended up being $64.94, so it was a little higher than we anticipated. Water, we budgeted $70, and it actually ended up being $71.25, so a little higher than we budgeted. Gas, we budgeted $140. We actually ended up spending $145, so a little over budget. Car insurance is $122.13. That's what it is currently, so we're on budget. Maintenance, car maintenance, we budgeted 0, and we actually ended up putting $14.84 into the sinking fund. I made this blue because we made more money, so we were able to put some into a savings account, so it's not actually spent yet. So I thought that was one of those hit or miss type items. Motorcycle insurance is $21.16, right on budget. Arcadia, and also we didn't budget any commission jobs for the month because we had a lot of the giving going on, but they did each get Christmas money, so that was green, so $50 each there. And what we ended up doing was we let them spend 25 of that, and then we put 25 of that into their savings account. Family life insurance, we budgeted $22.36. That's what it was, so right on budget. And then Ricky's long-term disability insurance, we budgeted $9.80. It ended up being $12, so a little over budget. This is, again, something that fluctuates. If he makes more money, he gets charged more. So it's just one of those things. And then the last category is our fun category. We originally budgeted $100 and then our Netflix of $873. We ended up doing Netflix of $873, which is right on budget. But we ended up going, spending, we took a trip to California that was not originally planned. We were originally going to have family come out here, and then we decided to go out there. So $283.68, and then a few items up here. So I put it blue because, again, my husband made more money. I made more money, so we enjoyed some of that money. So even though we went over budget, we did have the extra income to cover it, so it's not like we were dipping into savings to pay for it. I hope that makes sense. So that's what December looked like for us. If you guys missed, I have planned out our year for 2019, so you can kind of get an idea of how we are going to adjust our budget for next year, so we don't continue to go over in some of these other areas that we are constantly going over in, like groceries and eating out, things like that. So if you haven't checked out that video yet, go ahead and check it out. Like I said, join me every single Friday. We budget out the current paycheck. I also share with you our budget plan for the month and our net worth progress reports as well. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!